Last week, the Rajya Sabha passed the Constitution 122nd Amendment Bill 2014 or the Goods and Services Bill, which will allow the implementation of GST. To understand the impact of goods and services tax, you first have to understand India's tax system. Broadly, the government collects taxes in three categories: income, production, and consumption. Income is directly taxed and will not be in the purview of the GST. The taxes linked to GST come under the production and consumption category. Such taxes are collected at the state and central level. So, GST will subsume these indirect taxes. These include excise duties, service tax, VAT, sales tax, octroi or entry tax, luxury tax, wealth tax, and so on. But the question is,
why should you worry about GST? For two reasons. Number one, it is the biggest change ever seen in the taxation structure of independent India. It's a game changer in that way, and it's going to affect you in many ways, starting with how much you spend, how you spend it, and prices of everything could change, starting from your telephone call, your movie ticket, even your haircut could change because the service tax rates will go up, and from there downwards right up to your daily staples, your groceries, your even your soaps and detergents. The prices of even those commodities would change because of the introduction of GST. That's one reason. The second reason is, of course, as is widely expected, GST is supposed to have an inflationary impact at least in the first year or two of its implementation. So that means quite apart from the fact of the direct increase in goods and services, there will be a cascading effect that will be set off down the economic value chain, which will push prices up. So that's going to affect your monthly budget in a very significant manner. So that's the reason why GST is important to you. So will GST become a reality by April 1, 2017? That's a big question, because there's quite a lot of process and procedures involved from now until the implementation date. And once the President gives his approval, at least 15 of the 29 state assemblies have to pass the constitutional amendment law. So that's something which has to happen between now and December. And by December, the Parliament is expected to take up the GST law as such. Mind you, what we have passed now is only the Constitutional Amendment Bill, which will give the power to the centre to tax state services and products. The GST Council will be set up under the Act. And the GST Council's job is to frame the state and central GST laws. Now these laws will again have to be passed by Parliament and by the state assemblies. Then we get down to the setting up of the Gst Network, which is a backbone, basically the IT backbone, which is a very complex structure, and there will be a lot of bugs in the system that need to be ironed out, and thereafter there's a whole lot of small procedures and processes that need to be fulfilled before the GST law can be implemented from April 1. So it's a tough ask really, but a lot of these processes can be implemented simultaneously. It's not that it follows a sequential process, so that gives hope, and hopefully there will also be political maturity among states to get these bills passed quickly. Given that, it should be possible.